back. Okay. How to read? In front of your x square, this is your A. In front of x, this is your B. Then the number behind is your C. So in this case, my A is 3, my B is 4, my C is negative 132. Substitution, negative I never change, B replace with bracket, plus minus, B replace with bracket, square never change, minus never change, 4 never change, A replace with bracket, C replace with bracket, 2 never change, A replace with bracket. Okay. So when you are pressing calculator, one time, the first one you press negative, put in everything bracket, leave the plus. So your calculator should be pressing like that. Just make sure it looks exactly the same. Where the bracket is, you also have. So one time is plus, then the other time is minus. Or negative 20. Ben and Isaac cycle to cycle. Ben average speed is 8% faster than Isaac. So Isaac is 16. That means when we compare like that, Ben's average speed is 8% faster than Isaac. We are comparing to Isaac. So Isaac's speed is 100%. We want to know 108% is how fast. So we take 100 plus another 8%, divide by 100, multiply 16. Because 16 is 100%. Okay, then after that, we find how much is 8% faster than 16. %, faster. 100% is 60, so 8% faster is 108% divided by 100. Then Ben pays $20 to get into the Bay Garden. Isaac pay 17. The voucher, he can pay lesser because he got a voucher. The voucher give him a certain percentage discount. So they are asking you to find how much discount was that. So he paid cheaper. He paid 20 minus 17. $3 cheaper. So $3 cheaper out of the original price 20. Then we want to find it in percentage. So just multiply 100%. So the amount of his discount is $3. 20 minus 17. Then $3 out of 20. Because the original price is 20. Then we will know how much was the discount in percentage. 15%. So your P must be 15. Okay. Simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation. You have simultaneous equation, you have more than one equation. We can solve an equation when you have only one unknown inside the equation. When you have more than one unknown, now in this case you have x, you don't know x, you also don't know y. Then you have one equation here, you have another equation, you also have x, you have y inside the equation. So we cannot solve for the unknown when you have two unknown inside one equation. But we know that your x and y fulfill this equation, your x and y also fulfill this equation. So if we can put these two equations together and we remove one of the unknown, then we will be able to solve. Okay, so there are two methods. I think different question will have an easier method, but in this, I think just learn one method also okay. So the aim is to remove one of the unknown. We want to either remove x or remove y. Then in this case, your equation 1 got 6x. Your equation 2 got 2x. The first step is to come up with two equations with the same amount of either x or y. In this case, we can very easily make equation 2. If I multiply equation 2 by 3, everything I multiply by 3 in equation 2, 2x multiply 3, I will have 6x. 7 positive 7y multiply 3, I will have 21y. 6 multiply 3, I will have 18. So my equation 2, I multiply 3 to everything, I will have this. Let us call this equation 3. Then if you look at equation 1 and 3, now we have the same amount of x already. 6x, 6x. So the aim is to make them have the same amount of x or y. Sometimes x easier, sometimes y easier. Okay, then with the same arrangement, you see equation 1 is they put x, they put y, then they put the number after the equal sign. So in our equation 3 also same, we have x, we have y, then the number is after the equal sign. Then we can take equation minus equation. So my aim is they have the same amount already. So if I take equation 3, I minus equation 1. That means I take everything minus left hand side minus left hand side. Right hand side minus right hand side. That is the meaning of minus. So my 6x will minus 6x. My 21y will minus away negative y. 21 minus negative. Then my right hand side, 18 will minus negative 4. Minus negative 4. I take the entire left hand side minus the entire right hand side. Take the entire right hand side minus the entire right hand side. Then I have managed to purposely 6x minus 6x will become 0. Then I no longer have x. 21y minus negative y become 21y plus y. 18 minus negative 4 become 18 plus 4. 21y plus y will have 22y equals to 20. Y must be equals to 1. 22 divided by 22. So you see, once I manage to make x the same amount, I minus away, I have no longer have any x. I can make an equation with only one unknown. Then when I have an equation with only one unknown, I can find what is the unknown already. Then after I have found what is y, I can use any of the equation and then I put my y back inside, then I will know my x. Okay? For example, I put it into, I substitute y equals to 1 into equation 1. 6x minus, substitute y is 1 is equals to negative 4. 6x minus 1 is negative 4. I make x a subject, add 1 on both sides. Negative 4 plus 1. 6x will be equals to negative 3. I want x. I will divide both sides by 6. X is equals to negative half. Okay. Harder questions cannot pick up one, never mind, but make sure the easy ones that you can learn now, learn now. Make sure you score from those easy ones. For example, this one. Represent a number that is between negative 2, x is larger than negative 2 but smaller. This side is small, this side is big. So x is, this side is large, this side is small. X is larger than negative 2. X is smaller than 3. You have a number line. Okay? So you want to represent the number that is between negative 2 and 3. So negative 2 is here. 3 is here. You draw one line. That is, you are saying all these numbers between negative 2 and 3 is where you want. This is the numbers that you want. Okay? But how we end the line has to depend on this sign and this sign. X must be larger than negative 2. There is no equal sign here, so it must be strictly larger, meaning x cannot be negative 2. So if cannot be, you have to represent it with a hollow circle. Hollow means x is not here, hollow, so x cannot be negative 2. On the other hand, this sign means x is smaller than 3 or x is equals to 3. X can be 3. So if x can be 3, we use a solid dot because x is here, x can be here, so it's solid. X cannot be here. It must be strictly larger. So this side is hollow, this side is solid. Just like that only. Like that you get your 2 mark already. So this one must surely get 1. Just all the numbers in between. Solve 5y smaller or equals to 8. Inequality, we can treat it almost like equation like that. So they are asking for what are the possible values of y that will make 5y smaller or equals to 8. Then same, we divide both sides by 5. So your y must be smaller than 8 over 5. This is the answer already. But you must write the entire y smaller or equals to 8 over 5 inside the line. Cannot just put the number. Okay, so this line, you must write y smaller or equals to 8 over 5.